Hello, and glad to have you here. Today, we're going to be talking about fear, and I just like to have a chat about it and how it can keep you stuck in your business. You get to a point and you have this fear and you just can't move forward. And I've been there, and didn't even realize it was fear until a while, of talking to a couple of people that I trust, friends or whatever. And I shouldn't say or whatever, friends, mentors, and just sometimes even having a little talk with myself. I'm gonna grab a little water here. So, excuse me. So as you're hopping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what you think about this topic. Has fear stopped you? And it's hard to admit, but before I learned a little bit more about fear and where it comes from and that kind of thing, it could get me stuck. And now that I've learned a lot of information about fear on my own, as well as listening to my mentors and leaders, it really truly has helped me to not get myself stuck. And if I do, then I know that I can reach out and ask for help. Um, Fear, um, let me introduce myself first before I get going because I everybody I haven't met everyone. So my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do this in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, lead generation, as well as video marketing, and I also give updated and modern tips and strategies so that you're, on the cutting edge. And I, get a lot of that because of where I'm located as far as what business I am in. As far as, I'm still, I reached out for leadership and I reached out for um, learning a better way. And because I didn't like the way I was building before, so I'm learning a lot of things. I'm still a student of learning about the philosophy of attraction marketing and all that that entails. And I just really like to be able to share that with you because even though I am still a student of that, I still have my own business and I am building it with the building blocks that I have learned from what I learned when I was going into this company that was a mentorship company and an education company for me. So, um, so when we talk about fear, what comes to mind for you when you're talking about fear in your business, in your life in general? What comes out, or what do you think it is that's causing that fear? What's giving you a problem? And have you tried to break it down and see what was going on? Have you tried to talk to someone? Just there's a lot of things that I did and I do a lot of now, especially is Google is my best friend, and that's where I go for answers and also to talk to mentors, leaders, friends, and see what they have, what they're talking about, and it just helps me to be better. So that is what I am going to talk about again today. And I hope that you will join in with me and share what it is that you think. Have you, excuse me, have you gone into fear where it's gotten to where it's got you stuck? Or where you're like, and stuck could mean you just can't move on. Stuck means you don't want to think about it, you don't want to deal with it, but we have to deal with it, especially because this is our business and our business is important. Mine is to me, and I'm sure and hopefully that yours is important to you, and you just want it to grow and thrive as you help those people that you want to help, those people that you truly have decided that you want to, that maybe were like you and you just want to help them. And you can do that by dealing with fear, by dealing with certain things. So I have down here fear. Once you recognize it, and I just have these in number form because it helps me to stay on track. But fear is something that if you don't recognize it, if you don't you know become aware, I'm sorry. I always end up right around the time that the trash is being picked up and the recycles. So hopefully you don't hear that noise, the bumping that I hear. But so it's really important to for me and for others, because I learned this from others, to a sit down and a think about what's going on. Why am I not moving forward? What could possibly be stopping me? And, you may mention that to someone else, like I said earlier. And when you realize that it's fear, then you've figured out the starting point. Because if you can figure out what's happening, then you can figure out a way to fix it or to, make it go away or whatever. So recognizing fear, recognizing it's causing you problems, and it's probably problems that started from when you were a kid. Maybe something happened, maybe something was said, or maybe, I mean, there are just certain things that people, are afraid of. Like, I'm afraid of spiders, and there's probably a few more things that I'm afraid of. But, I learned to overcome that because I'm a single parent and I had to be the one to kill the spiders. So it wasn't like there was anyone else going to come in here and kill them. And I couldn't go out and run out in the neighborhood and just yell, "Help! I got spiders, can you help?" And it wasn't that many, but still, it was enough to, for me, it's one of those things that I really don't like. So, first, in recognizing that there's something going on and recognizing that it's fear, uh, that helps you to then be able to think, okay, so if I'm fearful, then the next thing is you have to, and this was something that was a little bit difficult for me, was to get out of emotion, get out of, where it's, you're just like uh, emotionally upset, because you can't think on that level. When you can take the emotion out of it, then you can actually think and you can actually, say, okay, 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 I know this is a problem, and I've actually, figured out, that I know what's going on, being self-aware, and then or recognizing it, and then taking the emotion out, then allows you to do something about it. So then whatever action you decide to take, like I said, I use Google a lot, my mentors, my leaders, and then go from there. So the emotions gone. So what's gonna happen? What should I do? For me, for my business, then I just some things are just that I've overloaded myself. Some things are, you know, that I may have some distraction issues that I need to take care of. You can start thinking about things. That's why I say, maybe sit in it for a little bit and think about, things. And if you want to write them down, that's good. If you don't, that's okay too. But I found that writing it down, whatever it is, kind of like a brain dump on that type of thing, anything that scares me, anything that causes me fear, I want to find out what's going on. I know that fear is important. I know it's something that we need. I know it's something that is it keeps us safe, to a certain degree. But when we are learning things and we are growing, then we don't want that fear to stop us because we want to open our mind, our brain, and be able to grow from what it is that we're trying to learn. And it just might be a little scary. It just might be a little fretful for you. And as your brain starts to make groups for that, then the fear goes away from that because you're familiar with it. You're used to, you've been working with it for a while. You've been talking about whatever, content it is, whatever subject it is, whatever, if it's videos. And please, if you're not going live yet, please go live, do live videos because those are really, really important. And then the other thing is to even if I like killing a spider or trying to sit in my stuff and try to figure out what it is that's causing me to be fearful or fretful, um, it's important that I still move forward. Like I did not stand and let the spider move and go away. I had to kill it. So I took the action, even though I was afraid. I still stepped out in courage and did it anyway. And that's the same thing we have to do with our business. There are things that we may not know that we want to learn and we want to grow from that. And so we start to do that, and as we do it, we realize that it's okay to be a little fretful. It's okay to be a little uncomfortable, but our brain is trying to keep us safe, our subconscious, and so then it can stop you. But like I said, once you are aware, self-aware, once you have decided that you recognize what's going on, so then you can stop it in its tracks, especially after you've learned now, okay, this is a problem for me, but I'm going to work through this problem, this issue of fear, and know that fear is something that we need because that's a part of how we're made. Fight or flight syndrome, either we're going to stand and fight or we're going to take off running. It's just important to decide what you're going to do in what situation. And I mean, if somebody's after you, then that's something totally different, right? But when you're talking about a spider, or when you're talking about things that you need to learn and grow from so that you can continue to help those people that you help in your business, you know, this is something that's vital to me, to be able to continue to figure things out and learning those things from my mentors and leaders so that when I talk to those people that I want to help, that I can help them. I can actually do it. So that's basically all I had for today. I wanted to try to bring something towards the end of the week that might be something that you can think about over the weekend. And just think about, is there something that's stopping you in your business? And it's something that you're afraid of. It's something that you're uncomfortable with. Get used to being uncomfortable as we continue to learn and grow in our businesses and the things that we wanted to do and why we want to do them. We want to help those people that, maybe were like us, or, we want to, do better in our family. We want to pay our bills. We want to be able to, pay our car bill. There's just so much that we want to do, and we can't do it if we're stuck in our business. So that's all I have for today. And if you have any questions around anything I've said today and you want to talk, please DM me in Messenger. I'm always there, and well, not always there, but I can get there when I see that I have messages. I go in there and check them out, and so don't feel that you don't have an out. Don't feel like you don't have a way to ask questions. But yeah, this is one of those things that, I was going to talk about something else, and then I was talking last night. I was in some of the groups that I go into, and there was a conversation about fear, and it was, people were really concerned. So how do I deal with this? What do I do? Blah, 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 blah. And so I did some more research last night, because it wasn't just that, it was that and something else. But basically that is it. So wherever you are in the world, no matter where you are, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And if you have any questions, again, you can always reach me in Messenger, and we can talk a little bit and see if I can help you out. So take care. Talk soon. Bye now.